Right, we're in the American election. I think everybody who knew something knew it wasn't going to be straightforward. It was obvious that Trump won it. There's no doubt about that. I mean, look at the crowds he was getting. It was just unbelievable. No president has ever got them crowds before. And Biden, well, it didn't matter. Just didn't matter who was running, because they weren't running. It was just a fix, a total and utter fix, unbelievable. I felt a little bit weird on the next day, because it looked like Trump was well in the lead at night. The next morning I felt a bit stressed for a little bit, but I came out of that very quick, and I feel so calm. So do my kids, and my daughters, well, both my kids, the teachers are mentioning Trump the winner and all this, and I said they shouldn't really do that, kids. For one thing, they shouldn't talk about politics. They should talk about what politics is built of, which is lies. But they shouldn't talk about who they like and what their opinion is really. But they're staunch Biden fans. I mean, they're just showing themselves up. As far as I'm concerned, they're just absolutely showing themselves up now. Because who can be a Biden fan? You've just seen videos of him and his son screwing little girls, taking cocaine off their back. It's unbelievable. But I feel really, really calm now. And most of what I'm watching, the people are quite calm. I'm having a walk. Oh, here's my cat. Here's Pixie. Don't know if you can see her. There you go, Pixie. How are you doing? You alright? Hey, is Bonnie with you? Hey? There you go. She's come for a walk. I didn't think she'd come tonight. She was asleep on the table in the back room when I come out. But they love their walk. So we started doing this at the beginning of this stupid lockdown. And it didn't really matter to me, the lockdown, because being disabled, I didn't work anyway, so it was nice to be home with the kids. But I've been self-employed most of my life, and I know how hard it is and what it takes to build a company. And watching these blokes just let their companies go, they got to step up. You know what I mean? It's just they got to remember what they did to make that company work. The amount of hours they did, and all the favours they had to pull. It's crazy that they're letting it go, and they only let it go because they want socialism in. They've been wanting it in for a long time, and why people aren't seeing it now, I really don't understand it. I think people are across Europe and Germany and places like that, they're seeing it now, but not here. I went to the shop the other day, and I was the only person not wearing a mask, and everybody was looking at me. I got asked twice while I was going around there, "Where's your mask?" And I said, "I don't wear one." And I've asked to wash my hands. Now I've managed to get into the doctors. Absolutely amazing. I actually managed to get into the doctors, and I've got something really bad wrong with my hands. They're cracking and bleeding, and he's given me some grease to put on them. I'm having to grease them 4 times a day, but it's all up my legs and everything, all over my bloody body. My head. I've lost half my bloody hair. When the scabs fell off, all my bloody hair come out. I'm not, it's not really worrying me that much. Not much I can do about it, but if I could do something about it, I would. I've always been collagen. I thought, I've heard that's good for your skin. I'm hoping it will be. But as I don't read very much, even though I'm having reading lessons at the moment, I don't read very well. It takes me a long time looking on websites for products. I mean, it's better than going to a library. I mean, that was impossible for me. But it's still trying to get through to the right one. And you have to, I don't want to make mistakes, especially when it comes to lots of money for a product. I can't afford to make mistakes. I'm a disabled bloke. I've got a disabled daughter. She's got global learning delay. And I've got a son who's 15 on his final year of rugby. Not rugby, that's all he thinks about rugby. On his final year of his school, his exam year. So it's a bit of a year for him. But it's ridiculous. I think the cat wants me to carry her now. I think she's seen a puddle. Do you want carrying? What is it? You can see something, can you? What is it then? Hey? What is it, Pixie? You don't like the water? I think she can see something over there. See something or hear something. You get a lot of deer over here. A lot of cows live over here as well. I actually see a white stag the other night. I was blown away. That was an amazing sight. Come on then. The problem is I go near her to pick her up and she walks back. Come on. Hey. Oh, sod you then. I'm going this way. No, that's it. She's had it. She just wants to play. She thinks I hang about over here all night, see. But I want to get back. There's a couple of videos I was hoping to watch before I go to bed. Never seems to be enough time in the day anymore. Going so bloody fast. I think it's locked down at the moment. I'm not quite sure. I can't quite work it out. The schools seem to have masks on and everything. They all seem to be, COVID this and COVID that. And I say to them, sorry, this COVID's not in my life. Like, what do you mean COVID's not in your life? And I say, I don't watch TV. So it's not really in my life. I said, I've got enough problems in my life. With my kids, I get the laziest buggers in the world. But it's my fault. I can't help it. I love looking after them. But I'll take them to school and back in the morning. That takes an hour. And then I'll go and pick them up again in the afternoon. That's another hour. And I seem to get about 2 hours in the morning to do everything, cleaning and whatever. And the rest of the afternoon, I just seem to get, after I've had my lunch, I like a decent lunch, I just get enough time to prepare a casserole, make a casserole or something, for tea. And before I've got to go and get them again. I'll get home, I've got to finish cooking it. And serve the gentry. Come on, Pixie. Serve them. Get them their blooming popcorn. And then I'll sit down. I'll sit down for a cup of tea and then I'll come for a walk over here. I'm not going for my walk. Anyway, anybody worries at the moment about things, I wouldn't at the moment. It's you know, the press can't call the election. It's not been called yet. It's got to be called by the court, and it hasn't been called yet. So it's not over till it's over. Or as they used to say, not over till the fat lady sings. Come on, Pixie. Cat's playing up tonight. And she wants to go and run up trees and show off. So we come darting past me in a minute. It's quite a nice night though. Quite a mild November night. I think November, isn't it? Yeah, it is November, yeah. Yeah, I've had bonfire. That was good this year. I enjoyed that. Chucked some spuds on the bommy when I lit it, all wrapped up in silver paper, massive spuds, and that seemed like that for ages. And then about 9 o'clock, I went back to them. So they'd been in there a good 3 hours. They were absolutely unbelievable. The smell, you never get them like that in the oven. You only get them from bonfires like that. Amazing. The kids absolutely loved them. We don't usually eat that time of night, but we enjoyed them. Anyway, I think that's a long video for me. So I'm going to say, don't worry. Nothing worth worrying about. It'll all be over soon. I reckon you start really knowing things about March, something like that, April time. You really start knowing stuff, but it's all been watched. All the election, everything. The companies, the hammer, what they used to cheat on the election and to spy on everybody. It's called the hammer, the Democrats. It's all been watched. It's all being watched by the military live, and they've seen everything that's going on. And they found 450,000 ballots today with just Biden's name on. They didn't even have a chance to vote for Trump. You know, fill out the form, just fill it out. Who am I voting for? Just fill it out. Don't need to worry about who to vote for. Bloody crazy. Anyway, don't panic. It's alright.